So I want to tell you one of the easiest ways that you could do a product launch. And you're probably never even thought of this. I think new product launches are often overrated. And this is what I would do to teach you to figure out if you're going to be successful with your product launch. I want you to go onto a Google form. It's absolutely free. I use it all the time. Type in a description of what your product is and put a little survey on there and send it to a number of people, or just put it live online and write some information, some biography or details about what you're thinking. Wait for a few months and see if you get any takers or any information on that thing. You could spend $30 on Google ads, for example, to advertise, or Facebook ads to advertise, get it some information. You probably will end up overspending if you do that, so just be aware. But what you're looking for is not necessarily like a lot of people clamoring to the thing that you're going to build, and it never works like that. But what you're looking for is some tiny inkling of people being interested in the thing that you're doing, and then from there, right? So you can even do a small A/B test. You could set those up easily. It's all free with Google Optimize, and see if one version is better than the other. And that's your first product. That's it. Information as a product. I know it seems really stupid, but it's going to save you a lot of time and effort and a lot of money, because what you're looking for is, are people interested in this thing? Are they, is there even a smattering of interest in this thing? And, let's say you get 40 people interested in this thing, like 40 people actually go to your thing. That's an okay sign, right? Like, you send it to 100 people and you say, hey, can I get some feedback on this thing? And 40 people are interested. That's actually pretty good, right? Your click-through rates on average are looking at a few percent. So if you get 40%, that's actually not bad. So then you can go back and say, hey, what can I do to build on this particular thing? How can I make this a little bit better? What is it that I'm actually missing in the language? And now remember, I'm going to stress this a lot. Products are just ideas. And what are ideas? It's just language. It's just new things, writing things down that nobody else has written down before. That's it, right? It's just any product that you've ever looked at is a set of instructions. By the way, I'm a professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship. So my name is Professor Dave Masna. So what you want to do is look to see if there's even a smattering of interest with any of that stuff. And then you change the instructions, you change the language just a little bit. And maybe you do that again. And what you want to do is constantly be looking at how can you actually get to the moment where you actually build something. And along the way, as you're doing this, what I want you to do is think about how you can incrementally improve this thing, where you're just looking for tiny bits of information, tiny bits of feedback. And this is going to take you a fair bit of time to do this, right? By the time you get this feedback, this information, expect by the time you actually have something that is viable, and I'm not being like over the top, expect it to take 5 years. By the time you've actually pieced something together that people are viable about it. So, two things are going to happen from that I think are really useful for you. First of all, if you've stuck with it for 5 years, you probably are better than 99% of the people that are out there. Everybody else would have quit. And that's a good sign, right? That means that you're actually dedicated. Most people in this world suck. I'm going to tell you. I know that's like super hard to say, and it sounds really mean and really like just awful, but it's true, right? Like, look at distributions of people and how they respond to different things. It's not a normal distribution as you think it is, right? It's not a bell curve where most people do this, most people do that, and it's equally weighted. That's not how it works. It's a Pareto distribution. What does that mean? Or a distribution that's characterized by outliers. So what does that mean? That means only a few people are going to be really doing anything. This is life in general, right? A few people drive everything, and everybody else does nothing. So if you're that one person that sort of has stuck with it for 5 years, that's a good sign. The other thing to remember is you are learning and getting information about what works and what doesn't work. You'll quickly figure out as you do this when you feel annoying. When you feel annoying, then it probably means that you're on the wrong track. When you feel like you're actually giving advice and it feels good and it's flowing, that means that you're probably getting a good signal from the market. And you should sort of keep pursuing it because of that. That's a decent signal. Use it like how you feel as a signal. I think that's like super important, and it's not played up enough. If you get negative emotions and you feel yucky and you feel like sleazy or it's not working or anything like that, that means what you're doing is it's not working. And so you have to figure out how is it that you can click with an audience, get that combined feeling where you feel good, they feel good, and then, as it sort of iterates into something, it turns into something that's real. It's going to take you a long time to do this, but it's going to save you a heck of a lot of money. The sort of incremental, slow approach is going to get you there a lot quicker than running into it, because you're going to build something. Just generally you're going to build something that's going to flop. 90 to 95% of the things that anybody builds are a complete disaster. They don't work. They just don't work. We just know that. So just be well aware of that fact. So I want to say right now is remember when you're doing product development, new product development, is just take your time. Go slow, be tiny, go free. All of those things are going to help you out in the long run. All right, take care and have a wonderful day.